Yeah, one of the things we've been talking about here this morning and that we talk about at the museum a lot is heritage, is the heritage of aviation here in the area. Part of the problem or part of the challenge that we have is that much of the heritage of aviation is no longer visible. People know about the Bell plant. They know about the Lockheed Martin plant, but they don't know about many of the other things, like here, first flight, what took place here, what took place at the three Royal Flying Corps airfields that surrounded Fort Worth, things over at TCU when Cal Rogers flew in there and when the first Aero Squadron flew in there. So we've taken it on as our goal to help instill in our community the culture and the legacy that people have provided over the years. We talk about first flight. So January 12th of 1911 was the first time that many people here in Fort Worth ever saw an airplane fly. As Vernon said, we have produced here in North Texas over 68,000 aircraft. If we go back to first flight day and figure out how many that is, that's 2 airplanes a day, every day, for 104 years. Now, those 68,000 airplanes have added to the economy here. And just those airplanes contributed $1 trillion to the economy here. Just those airplanes. Not the houses, not the hospitals, not the grocery stores, not the roads, not the gas stations, not Montgomery wards. Those all added to the community here too. But that $1 trillion, if we try to break that down into something that we can all comprehend a little bit, let's go back to first flight again. That's $20 million a day, every day, was added to this community since 1911 by aviation. Today, 1 in 5 people who are employed in the Metroplex are employed in an aviation-related business. That's one of the highest concentrations of an industry anywhere in the country, and especially for aviation. Last year, 63 million people traveled through DFW Airport. 63 million. Nobody had ever flown on an airplane here in 1911, and last year, 63 million people went through DFW. Last year, the air cargo just out of DFW was 1.3 trillion pounds of cargo. And the economy is, the aviation industry generates over $40 billion a year right here in the Metroplex. And Alliance is now 25 years old, and Alliance is now one of the fastest growing areas in the United States, and that produces $4 billion a year to the economy. So aviation has had a huge impact here. And in fact, we can embrace Fort Worth being Cowtown, even though the Cowtown portion of it ended a long time ago. We believe Fort Worth has wings, and we want to show those wings every day to people, because aviation has transformed the economy and the culture here from an agricultural ranch economy to one of the largest aviation and aerospace industries in the entire world. So that's our message for today. We hope you will support us in our goals to build a bigger museum so that we can provide more programs and more information and more inspiration to the community. We've got some pictures of some of our planned proposals for that. We have some other pictures and interpretations of first flight and some of the other noted things that have taken place here in Fort Worth over the last 104 years.